The cleaver is missing, or the entire knife rack is.
The entire knife collection is missing.
Oh, wonderful. All right. Well, yeah, I'm thinking, out of context, I'm having second thoughts about burning the house down, but shit, too late now. All right. In
There's
that
a
case,
broken window.
there is a broken window, but it'll probably reform and close by the time
Bobby,
we get.
Bobby,
Yeah.
man the
What?
fuck up. Let's do this.
Well, that was out of context, Dave. I'm fucking falling like, ah, motherfucker. Let's go
All right.
kill this shit.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. All right.
So,
Yep.
yeah, all right, back into contest. Fucking bitch took my fucking knives. So I might have 4 hit points, but I'll fucking split her in half.
Those knives have been in your family for generations, Bobby. We're gonna get that shit back. Don't
I mean,
even worry about that.
I spent 28. I spent
Generational knives.
28. I spent 28 fucking dollars with those in the Goodwill.
There's a doorway between the hallway that leads to the bedrooms and the bathroom and the kitchen.
Yeah.
The doorway does have a door, but it's always open because there's no reason to close that kind of door.
I want everyone to see.
Giggity.
So you have to move into a narrow hallway. We'd be forced into a
That's
single
fine.
file. You already were.
We're still cleaning this place out, regardless of what we have to
Yeah.
go through.
All
Yep.
right, so you guys passed through. Sam first, Bobby second, Caleb last.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right, I need a roll from Caleb.
I knew it.
Hey, you got the most HP. It's only fair.
Yeah, you
What?
about time you got
GM would
involved in
never
Gotta be
met
the
a game
coward
like
that's
that.
caught alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you really want to be a coward, you always stay in the middle of the group because then I can't focus you.
That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good.
So
Okay.
Caleb, you are able to dive. Well, it's not a fucking samurai movie. You hear,
It could be.
you hear you hear metal on metal briefly, and you swivel to hear this. You've been paranoid and cowardly the whole time, so you jump like a rabbit when you hear this noise, which is just enough to dodge a knife that whizzes and buries itself into the kitchen wall next to your head. However, this entire event slows your advance, and the door between the hallway and the kitchen slams shut, separating you from Sam and Bobby. And you've just had you've turned your head in the direction that this knife has been propelled from, but you don't see anything yet.
Okay.
Does he move or do we have chances? Because I'm gonna try to kick the door open.
Yeah. So there's not
Well, I
necessarily
shine a flashlight
combat.
in the direction.
So everyone is still in free action mode. There's no initiative.
I yell, guys, at the top of my voice.
Now we hear you, Caleb. We're on the other side.
Oh,
here.
we heard the fucking door slam. You in there with neighbor lady?
So, a knife just flew by my head. Help! I'm shining the flashlight around, see if I can see anything.
Well, the lights in the house are still on, aren't they?
No.
Oh. Shit,
is
why did I
this
have to
shit
ask? I
show?
assumed they were all right.
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah, I assumed they were off.
Oh.
I turn
Now,
on
get
the
in my
hallway
head
light
cannon.
switch.
Yeah.
The basement connects to the kitchen.
Fuck.
That's typically where basements connect to, in my experience.
Mhm.
So there's a doorway that leads to the basement, and as you sweep your flashlight across the kitchen, you're pretty sure you see movement in that doorway with stairs leading downwards. But you don't see anything like after you see the movement, you go back with the flashlight, and there's nothing. But a doorway opening into a basement.
All right. Well, we're gonna try to kick the door open.
Yeah, I want this door behind me open. I don't want to go down there alone. Fuck that.
All right, give me rolls to kick the door open, or shoot the door open, or whatever it is you want to do to open this door.
I'm gonna try to just put my shoulder to it. First,
Okay.
where
You want to shoulder the door? Go ahead. You can give
Or
me
like-
whatever roll you want to give.
I think I don't really have anything other than D4s anymore. And if I do have anything, I want to save them for the inevitable fucking explodo conflict that's gonna happen.
I think you have 2d6s, but save them and use d4s.
That's what I'm doing.
Hey, Bobby!
There we go.
You
Yeah,
slam into the door, and you hear it. It's quite loud.
The
And
plywood
there is
moves out of the
creaking
way
wood
easily.
and perhaps the creaking of metal as well, perhaps at the hinges. But the door is definitely still in position for now.
Give it another one, Bobby.
All right, I do it again.
Sam doesn't
I'm-
help. Sam just sits back and like, "Merp."
He's like, you got it, Bobby.
You got it, Bobby.
I'm
I was
just
sitting there
going
and
to-
just like,
Wait for them to get the door broken down and try not to die in the meantime.
Your second slam is much weaker than the first slam.
Is the door loosening? Is this something I have to work up to, or is this something that's just like, there's no way?
Like I said, after the first one, there was definitely the creaking of wood, which wouldn't happen, and the creaking of some metal, perhaps. But after the second one, the door actually has a little bit more give than it previously did, which means it absorbs your blow, as opposed to taking it. Sam, I assume that you're sitting back behind him, just sort of watching humorously.
yeah.
I'll say, hey, jackass, you give it a shot now.
All right. Hope you didn't like this door too much. And then I point the shotgun at the at what locks,
I step way the fuck backwards. I don't want to be far behind him when this shit goes off.
and I fucking what? Come on now.
Caleb, did you move?
Yeah, I moved out of the way of the door, of course.
You're saying, of course, but I don't recall the team communicating that they were about.
I asked them to get out. I asked them to open the door and get in here.
Yeah.
I would move out of the way of the doorway.
I'd
Why would-
assume, and I'm gonna argue this, Wreckage.
Why
Bobby
would I not
smacked
move
the
out of way of
door.
doorway?
Caleb sees the
I
door
would
go,
have heard the first one hit. Yeah.
and then he's like, "Oh, I'm getting the fuck out of here." Takes a step back.
Yeah,
To the
even if I had
left.
to begin with, I would have moved out of the way when Bobby first ran into it.
Okay, but here's what I'm going to argue. You've been attacked and seen movement from further in the kitchen, whereas the door is closer to your allies. So and you've been a huge coward character. So I see two forces working against you here, and
Caleb
when I
dies
see
by a
two
door.
equal and deposed forces, that typically comes down to a roll, in my opinion.
All right.
So
In my head, my common sense would have just made me move away from the door enough for them that it wouldn't hit me.
Okay, so here's what I'll say.
But not to take sides here. Common sense also wouldn't put a shotgun through a door in a fucking bedroom like that. So I
kitchen.
kind of got to go. Yeah. Common sense wouldn't be blowing holes.
I'm still going to roll, Caleb, but your arguing has convinced me to stack the odds in your favor. So you're going to have a 75% chance of success and a 25% chance of still being in the way. However, even if you're still in the way, you will also get a defense roll. So, don't worry. Ooh.
That's probably like the worst thing. On a 75% chance, I assume that a 1 is the 15% that you didn't need.
There's a
25%, yeah.
It's a 25% chance that is bad. Okay, but you can defense roll at this point, Caleb. You can still defense roll. So, and you've got...
Long story short, no matter our argument, you still would have gotten screwed by that roll.
Yeah.
Well, no, you guys could have argued that it wouldn't have happened at all, but I didn't get a compelling reason why his cowardice wouldn't push him into that corner.
Well, because I know they would be breaking the door down, but
But a supernatural terror is maybe in... whatever. I'll give you a 75% chance.
Hey, man.
The dice decided.
Caleb, you got to get on our level of health. That's what the DM's trying to do right now.
At 10 health, you're not in any immediate danger.
Yeah.
And you still get the defense roll, which I didn't see. Did you roll it?
I tried to. Oh, no.
Oh, my connection to the server has been interrupted on
Yeah,
roll
mine
20.
too. Damn.
We're going to have to probably rejoin the game. It may even be just down, at which case we will quickly swap to another, dice service.
Oh, no, it's loading for me, so...
Oh,
Just
it's not loading
refresh.
for me.
Just refresh it. All right.
Yeah.
I'll try and refresh and see.
Oh, yeah,
if-
yeah. I got loading in 14, 13, 12. Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Oh, it's sitting at 0 for loading.
Yeah, mine's
Damn.
crashed now too.
Okay, what's another rolling system?
I was just using one. I think it's like roll.org or something like that. No, that's not it. Don't go there. That's not a. Don't go there.
Is that some sort of creepy porn?
No, it was like a
Oh,
adware filled.
Lame.
Random.org?
It's already clicking it.
Random.org, we'll do it.
Yeah, that must be the one that I used. No. No, it's not. Is it? No, it's not. There's one where you can join groups. Maybe the Roll20 will fix itself by the time we actually find it. I can go back in my... Well, actually, someone in the chat, maybe? No? Not already? Someone hasn't been like, oh, I use blah, blah, blah.
Nah, nothing like that so far. Oh, man. I don't know what's going on with OBS. Oh, plus I didn't have the axe in my hand. So that's my excuse, at least, anyway. Come on now.
I didn't really want to use fire to open the door, just because fire will also open the rest of the house.
Yeah,
And-
open it completely.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
I found it.
What is it called?
It's rolls.org, but it's ROLZ. I'm gonna link it in the Skype just in case.
I
And
found it.
we're gonna name the lobby House Party with the space. And just join, and then you can roll whatever, so we'll be fine.
All right.
Maybe have trouble refocusing the camera on this.
What's the
particular
room
thing.
name?
House Party with the space. So, and capitals in the correct places.
God damn it, why do you have to make it difficult?
Because that's the name of the game. It's so simple.
Got capitals?
Wait.
Ah,
All right. My nickname is gonna be Bobby,
Yep.
and my room
Really?
name is House Space Party.
Okay.
All right, Caleb, you can now roll your defense roll once you get in here.
Okay. Alright, that works. Let me just reorganize this thing here.
House Party.
It's
All
going
right.
to be hugely problematic because everything we say or do sort of goes down instead of scrolling up, like in Roll20.
Well, it's doable.
Yeah. But for
So-
Dave, it's just not ideal. Which is
Yeah.
why we would never use this if Roll20 hadn't crashed. Roll20, you fool.
Fucking Roll20.
You fool! This is just...
Oh, come on. Don't critical one on me, Caleb.
Did you? Wait, he did? Oh. Oh
You
man.
don't take a direct shotgun blast to any part of your body, thankfully. However, the door does explode into a shower of wood splinters, which is what a door would do when you shoot it with a shotgun.
It's a pretty safe bet.
Yeah, it fills a large portion of the kitchen with shrapnel. So you definitely get hit. I'm going to say you take 3 damage, but you are embedded with several things that are more like spears than splinters. They're actually quite large. For every once in a while that you don't actually address these impalements, you're going to take some bleed damage for every once in a while.
So yeah, Dave. I mean, yeah, Sam. How's about that shooting through the fucking doorway, jackass?
Oh, I didn't see your big fat ass getting through the door anytime soon.
My big fat ass got through it without killing anybody. Oh
No
yeah,
one's
are you
dead.
okay, Caleb? by the way.
I'll pick
That's
the
what Caleb
wood
said.
out of him,
Ow.
and then I'll give him.
Hey, yeah, just ow, I'm in shock.
Like motherfucker, like I just I don't want this.
Just looking
to
at the splinters in my arms, or my body.
All right,
Uh.
so it is a roll to treat him.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna go up there and give him a D4.
Okay.
I will also give him a D4.
1D4.
I got a
Because
3.
I only have 2 D6s left. So
Yeah, don't use them. All right, 2 3s. That together is sufficient. You are able to remove the wood splinters and patch him up. He does not heal any damage, but he no longer has to worry about bleed.
Cool. All right, let's go kill us a neighbor.
all right, now let's go kill neighbor lady.
Yep. So we head
Fucking
down to
neighbor.
the bed. You saw her go down here, Caleb?
Yeah, I saw something in the basement.
All right. Good enough for me.
Wait, hang on. While we're in the kitchen,
I'm-
I grabbed some matches too.
I'm pulling the knife out of the wall behind me.
It's
Nice.
not there.
Whoa.
course it doesn't.
It's invisible.
Wait, is the knife like crawling along the floor like a snail too?
Suddenly you're attacked by a creature made of knives.
Like,
Oh
get it.
shit! Curb stomp
4
it.
knife limbs and a knife body and a knife head. And a knife tail.
All right, so I'm gonna head down to the basement with my
Yep,
dolphin
I'll-
in one hand,
I'm following him.
shotgun in the other.
And I've got I got the axe ready. I got the rifle slung on my shoulder, slung across my back. I got the
What
axe.
order do you enter the basement?
I assume
Fuck you
Caleb's
guys,
in the
I'm not
middle
going
now.
First, I'm not going last. Yeah.
I'll go first.
No, I like the same order as last time. I'll go second.
Nope. Fuck you guys.
You
I'm
got a
going
fucking
second.
gun. You jackass. All right, fine. I'll go last.
All right. So, Sam, you take up the front.
Yeah.
Bobby, you're in the back. And the coward, rightly, is in the middle.
Again.
And you guys head down the basement steps.
Very good. Yes, we head on down. We
I
head
really
on down.
hope that, yeah, I really hope that the dogs are okay, locked in the trucks, surrounded by monster
Did you-
people.
Hey, Bobby, did you crack a window?
It'll be
Your
fine.
dogs suffocate. Good job.
Yeah, shit.
Um,
Monster things. So,
all right. So you go down the basement steps.
Yep.
I can no longer do secret GM rolls because I am visible.
Just roll your own die, man.
just don't tell us what you're rolling for. Roll like 3 or 4 die. Don't tell us which one you're gonna do.
Oh my god. I didn't even try, Caleb. I need another defense roll.
Sucker.
I rolled a 2, and in the order, you're number 2. It was a 1d3, you're a 2, and you fail the defense
I
roll.
hate it here.
As you go down the basement steps,
I hate
you
it
hear
here.
the sound of metal on metal again, exactly the same as the thrown knife from before. This time, you sort of panic because you know what's coming, and last time you dodged by luck, and this time you overthink it and you do nothing, and a knife burrows into your thigh. You take another 3 damage. You are now at a total of 4 health, just like everybody. Hooray!
Yay! Now I can stop being hit.
No,
Now you can
no,
stop
doesn't
being the
work.
target of DM rolls.
Now you're bait. You're the bait. We're gonna use it. You're gonna tank him with like a little bit of health or
From
her.
inside the dark. So here's my headcanon. The stairs go down, running alongside the exterior of the kitchen, and go down into the exterior of the basement. So it sort of runs along the side of the house, up from or down from the kitchen down into the basement.
How did
you
you
guys
throw
get
a
hit
knife
with a
at
knife
him?
about halfway down the steps from the inky blackness of the basement.
Did I dodge that shit? Was
I
I like
turned the
bending
light
down
on.
to like scratch my ankle or something and it got him in the thigh?
Yeah, I gotta turn the light on real quick. There
Okay.
should be like a couple of bulbs or something.
Well, you can't turn on the light because all the lights in the house are mysteriously and
Well, I got a flashlight that I'm using.
Anyway, so you look into the basement with a flashlight, Dave.
Mm.
And by Dave, I mean Sam.
Mm.
Sam,
Yes.
you see blood smears all over the basement.
All right. I shoot magic missile into the darkness.
The darkness rolls a 10.
Damn.
In the center of the basement,
Yeah.
you see the crouched, robed figure.
I just shoot her. I just
Before you shoot her,
No,
let
I
me
just
finish
shoot her.
descri- Sorry,
Yeah,
light moves faster than your hick brain.
Okay.
And I need to continue to describe the scene that you see.
All right.
This, whatever it is clearly hard at work doing something on the floor. And in the light of the flashlight, you see that the blood that is all around is not haphazard, but is in patterns that cover the basement and conflux on the center of the floor where she is currently crouched and doing something.
All right.
All right, now you shoot. I'm
Now I
guessing.
shoot
And
her.
yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? The house is done. House is gone. House is lost. I'm throwing I'm dousing the fucker. I'm like,
Hey, hold your tits there, Bobby. Let me just unload in this lady real quick.
okay. Are we still on the staircase?
Yeah, you're still on the staircase unless you want to say otherwise.
No,
Yeah.
I said the moment I spot a man.
Yeah.
All right. You all see that before he shoots. Is that your 4 to shoot?
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
a D10. Yep.
That's your shotgun. You level it and describe to me. Are you lowering the flashlight or are you holding the flashlight and the shot? It's kind of awkward, especially because of the type of flashlight you described earlier as a dolphin. So do please describe to me how you're...
Have you ever
how you're
shot a
making
shotgun
this.
with one hand? Because I have.
Well, then do you do that?
I do.
Well, that's
Do you, wait,
why
do you do it like in the crook of your hand and shoot it?
No,
Or
no,
like,
of course not. Here's what I do. I
You
hold out the
fucking-
shotgun with one hand like this, flashlight like back here, and I just go like that.
and okay. Huh?
Done it before, man. It's
Um,
Was it
stupid,
12
but
gauge?
yeah,
It's incredibly stupid.
it's incredibly
Actually.
stupid. Yeah,
Yes, like
shoot
like
off the
America's
platform.
Funniest Home
He's a
Videos.
fucking hick in this game.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
makes
expect
sense.
better from him. You don't handle the recoil well after all of your exhaustion and the hardships of the night. You're not quite sure if you missed, but she's certainly not dead because the next thing that happens is in the light of your flashlight, on the back wall against which her shadow is, the shadow starts to get bigger, totally removed from any movement of the flashlight. And sort of like cracks in the shadow start spreading off from it so that it almost looks like tree branches in
Or
the
maybe a horse.
autumn night. No, not like a horse in any way, shape, or form does that describe the shape of a horse. And so that spreads off of the shadow.
All right. After he shoots, that's it. Let's fucking douse this shit. I open the can, I throw the gas at her, and then I want to chuck some matches after it. I want to like get as much gasoline as everywhere and across that room as I can, and I want to get as much of those. I want to light her on fire, and if I can, soak up some of those blood scrolls and some of the drawings too. But yeah, I'm throwing matches and fucking gas. Burn this shit. I want this shit dead. Fucking bitch took over my house. Fuck, I take over my house.
If anyone's gonna fucking burn my house to the ground, it's gonna be me.
It was gonna be me sleeper after a night of hunting. I ain't gonna be fucking neighbor lady.
Neighbor lady.
All right. So, you need to give me a roll.
Yeah, hang on. I just unplugged the computer there. All right, now we're good.
And you need to all right. Give me the roll first.
Best I got's a D6. I think I have 2 left.
Yeah, you do. So you'll have 1
right.
after this roll.
There we
Ooh,
go.
that's hey.
All right.
All right.
So, you sort of splash the gasoline about, and then you sort of panicky throw it on the ground, and you toss a match after it. But this isn't a movie, and the match goes out in transit before it reaches the gasoline.
Okay.
That's spread everywhere.
I take off a shoe
All right.
and give him my sock and say, "Use this."
Actually, you know what I was thinking? I got DM your call. Is it a box of matches or a match book?
Oh, I see what you're doing here. I see what you're doing.
It's a box of matches.
There we
'Cause
go.
I'm planning on lighting the whole box and throwing it. Will I need to roll it, or is there enough gas it'll catch something?
It'll have to be your next turn because you spent most of the
All right.
turn spreading
Yeah.
gasoline
Yeah.
to be effective at spreading the gasoline.
All right.
And
cool.
then you
That works
ended
for
the
me.
turn with a gas flick and sort of expectantly watched it go out in midair.
That's all right. That's cool. That works. Yeah.
It is Caleb's action.
I was already thinking about it.
All right.
How
Well, hey,
big is the knife in my leg?
It's a steak knife.
Nice.
I have good knives.
By the way, if you don't do a roll to remove the steak knife, you have -1 to future movement-esque rolls. Which, by the way, Dave, Sam, you're still suffering from as well. I want to recall. You've still
I'm
been
going
shot in the
to
foot.
remove the steak knife. I'm going to use a D8.
Yeah. Also, we are lighting the house that we are inside on fire, so I think you're gonna need your
I hate
movement
this
Yo.
rolls. I think you're
Um,
gonna need the movement rolls, man.
Yeah.
You don't succeed in removing the knife. However, you don't injure yourself further in the attempt. So there's that.
You whimper when you poke it. And that's about it.
And that actually consumes your turn. So now we get
Yeah.
back to, unfortunately, the
Sam?
thing.
Damn it.
Neighbor.
Yeah, alright. Yep.
So speaking of fire,
Mm.
Neighbor Lady's still illuminated by Sam's flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
There's a sort of exhale that goes through the entire basement as suddenly 5 candles appear around her on the basement floor, aligned on the blood pattern.
I want you to do a roll to see if you lit yourself on fire.
No, because the candles are above.
Yeah, they're not. They're also like spirit ghost fire
The
shit.
candles are floating in the air, right?
No, they're on the ground, but they are. He spread gasoline all over all the surfaces, so
Yeah, they're above.
and
they're
they're stick candles. They're spooky opera stick candles that
Okay.
into existence.
That apparently I somehow had lying around my junky stuff, but whatever.
And this casts more eerie sort of directional shadows of this figure on all the different walls, which also start growing sort of spikes. And that includes a shadow that is on the wall facing you guys, and in fact is cast upon you guys. And I need rolls from everyone, but I can't say the nature of the roll.
All right.
So,
I have exactly 1d6 left. I figure I should probably use it.
Good roll, Caleb.
96. Yeah, I didn't roll a 1 or a 2.
Hey, All right. So now Satan is inside me. Okay. Great.
hey.
So,
All right.
I think we all passed.
Yeah, we
All
all
of
passed.
you
Shit.
feel
Refreshed. You get all your die back. Sweet.
all of you feel a bunch of fingers molesting you. Now, when I say
Ew.
molesting, I don't mean the modern term, which means specifically the genitalia. I mean all over you. You're being
Stuff.
touched by fingers.
Good stuff.
But it's quite. It's not bad. It's gentle. I mean, it's
so
not
it's like-
comforting, but
It's like this.
It's not like dangerous.
It's like this then. Yeah, just
It's
one,
not
one on each
dangerous.
hand. Just sort of a nice sort of rub.
Creepy.
Yeah.
all right.
right.
Turn order begins again with Bobby at the top.
All right.
Bob.
Nice.
Yep. I am. I'm lighting the whole fucking thing of matches, and I'm throwing it. I'm throwing everything in there.
Unfortunately, you do have to roll for this.
Ooh. Maybe I shouldn't have used my d6. All right.
I would think it's always wise to use your last dice on an unknown roll that's happening just when something magical and mysterious is happening against you.
Yeah. I mean, I did spread gas everywhere, so I could.
Satan's butt fingers.
Just, I mean,
Oh, thank you, God. Thank you, not Satan.
Thank
all right,
you,
you light the
RNGesus.
entire box of matches on fire. It does catch flame, and you can throw the sort of the kindling Indian cigarette or whatever they call it onto the gasoline.
Yep.
And it does whoosh, and it travels. Now, you didn't do quite as good a job of spreading the gasoline as you thought, which becomes immediately apparent as the gasoline trail ignites. However, you did specifically aim at the figure.
Yeah, figure and pentagram.
So you did get the figure, but also, as you recall earlier, you described your cellar as a creaky old, partially flooded, stony basement,
Yeah.
a
True,
cement
you
type
did.
basement with very few things to light on fire. However, the stairs you guys are on totally catch fire. So
We should get off the stairs.
Let's get the fuck out of there.
the fire and the fire also spreads to the figure who is engulfed in flame. No screaming or physical response emits from this figure as they
Except the words, "You are a bad neighbor."
Hey, shut up!
I just wanted to borrow a cup of sugar.
God damn, Miss
See,
Lamont.
I'm just picturing my character burning alone down here with the zombie neighbor thing.
Anyway,
Because you're
I
doing,
need
You doing?
I need rolls from everyone to get off of the burning staircase.
And I'm definitely going. And
There's
I'm
my
gonna-
D10. There we go.
10.
My
Caleb,
last number.
you're in the middle. You
Oh,
push
come
past
on.
Bobby and make it up the stairs.
Come on.
Sam, you have -1 to move rolls, so that's a critical failure, and you're in the front.
I got-
Bobby, you managed to make it a few stairs up, but as Sam follows you, the staircase he next puts his foot into gives out from under him, and his foot goes through, followed by his leg. Caleb, you are... If you want to be Caleb, you're out of the house with a 10.
Yo, he's getting in his car and he's getting the fuck out of
Yeah, I'm
Dodge,
getting
man.
the fuck out. Yeah.
Oh, you
After
did.
that, I'm leaving.
You-
All right, Caleb,
Hey,
you...
my character's already a coward. We've already proved it.
Yeah.
All right, you got...
I'm leaving.
With a 10, you totally get out of the house. You don't get to your car yet.
Okay.
You're driving in your car, you're like driving so far, you look down, oh, there's a fucking knife in my leg.
Oh, yeah. I just plan on getting that out eventually.
Anyway, it's now, well, your turn was spent trying to get away. She has another turn. However, being on fire herself and a large portion of the stairs, and fire starting slowly to spread to the floor between the basement and the first floor, her shadows are drowned out by the light. So they no longer exist as far as you can see.
Okay,
However-
touch your fingers. Go ahead. Sorry.
However, what you do see, oddly, is the
Oh, this is
blood
the
pat-
oddest thing we've seen tonight, yeah.
I'm just saying this is also odd. The blood pattern that she's painted across the walls and that confluxes on the center of the floor has ignited as if it was made of gasoline and burns perfectly in its pattern across the walls and on the floor.
It's a dick butt.
Okay.
It's not a dick butt.
It's a dick pentacle. It's a pentacle butt. So.
It's a
All right,
pentagram in the shape of a horse for some reason.
Well,
It's like,
since, all right, so I'm
Sam, your foot is now stuck in the staircase, which is on fire. Bobby, you are above him and past him.
I'm going back for Sam.
Yeah, I know you are, because you guys are brothers. Brothers.
Yeah, I'm that dumb.
Brothers.
So, and I don't want my house to kill my brother there.
Both of you now make a roll to
All right.
try and escape.
All right, I'm using my last D6 to get the
All
fuck
right.
out.
I don't have anything else right now. So.
Here we go. Get fucked, game. Get fucked, game.
I got a 3.
You've got a cumulative 5, which is enough for you to free Sam's leg. However, you make no progress up the stairs in the meantime. Just as you finish prying his leg free, the railing falls off because it's burned away.
How do we get
and
up
part
on
of the
that
ceiling,
railing?
which is right next to the staircase, sort of caves in the middle a little bit and turns into a V, which is on fire. But it hasn't gived yet. And you see, as it's now her turn, or its turn, the figure turns towards you, still engulfed and flamed. And in the trench coat, you see only a mannequin-esque figure, a featureless humanoid with no clothing or seams or facial features or any identifying anything. Perhaps staring back at you, but impossible to tell.
I say, you fucking shithead little cunt! You make my house burn down. And I'm still running
No,
out.
Bobby, that was you.
Hey, shut the fuck up, Sam, or I'll leave you down here next time. You fucking
Okay.
shithead.
Quick question.
Yeah?
Did all three of us have a truck? Or were
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
in
all
two
three of you had a
trucks?
truck.
Okay. Which trucks were the dogs put into?
I'd assume you
Sam's
put him
and
in.
Bobby's.
Yeah. I'd
Okay.
assume it'd be the case. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, which truck had the window shot out of it?
That'd be yours.
Yeah, yours had the windshield blown out.
Okay.
Mhm.
But,
Which
you know,
is
it's
why we
still
didn't
totally
put the dog in
drivable.
your butt in your.
There's no, and you make it there in the turn where they free his leg. So you're more than, you're there. Whatever action you want to take next has to happen on the next turn, which you guys now have a final roll to make it up the burning staircase.
All right, Bobby.
before
You,
before
you listen to me, Bobby. If
What,
both of us
Sam?
can't get out of here, you gotta go. You gotta
Sam,
go. You
roll
got
your
your,
fu-
you got your dogs to look after, man.
I think I only got one dog to look after. I'm kind of worried.
No, you
about
got
Coco.
two. You got two. Trust me, you
All
got
right.
two.
I'll
the
wait.
staircase is burning down around you.
No,
You don't have time
no,
for an
no,
emotional
no,
speech.
roll.
Yeah, I'll wait a little bit to see if they get out.
Ooh, I botched.
Oh.
Well, Bobby, it was a pleasure knowing you, brother.
It's worse than that. You both botched because Sam still has -1 to his rolls.
Ooh, fuck.
hmm
All right.
So, here's what I want to happen, Rek. I know that I'm not going to get out of this place. So,
Mhm.
I want to turn around and I want to start shooting.
Yeah.
I just
if-
want to start
if-
shooting down into this fucking pit of bonfire right now. That's what I want to do.
Wait, quick question. Wreckage is a botch mean I'm stuck, or is a botch mean I can't get out? Because if I'm stuck, then I don't know. If I can't get out, I'm going after neighbor lady with the axe.
What a botch means, and I'll tell you exactly
Yeah.
what it means, is has both of you emotionally talk about leaving the other one behind in a dramatic
Like the violin.
show of camaraderie. You're like, no, I'll never leave you behind. You got your dogs to look after. No. And as you're going
Never
back
let
and
go,
forth,
Jack.
like the rest of the top of the staircase just caves in, so there's no path to outside at all.
All right, so we turn to each other and we're like, well, fuck
Get the
it.
neighbor lady. Get the neighbor lady.
Yeah,
Hey Sam, you want to get that neighbor lady?
yeah,
Go
Bobby.
get that fucking neighbor lady.
Let's make hell.
You know what? We'll go after the neighbor lady. I'm gonna go down swinging. I don't think there's any. I don't know if there's a way out of here or not, but I'm gonna go down swinging.
I'm gonna go down shooting.
So
The way I came into this world, shooting.
please don't botch and hit me with your going down shooting. So
It
You
doesn't
guys
matter.
don't
What
have to roll to shoot in this situation
All right.
because there's nothing that comes afterwards. So you just start unloading into this unearthly mannequin figure. It takes the hits, but there's no blood. But it's almost like it's made out of sand that's suspended in water. You know that sand that you pour it and it forms something like
Yeah,
onto
that, like-
itself and it makes a thing? So every time you hit it with a bullet, it sort of streaks backwards. Its very essence, its very form, streaks backwards with the bullets and sort of clings to them for a little while. So as you just rail into this thing with a shotgun and the rifle, you just slowly start streaking this thing into nothingness. At one point, you streak the arm back so much that it's no longer connected and it falls off of the main body. And you continue to just to damage it in this way until the fire spreads too far in the house and the first floor caves in with a big upwaft of dust and debris into the outside sky. Anyone looking at the house. Speaking of which, Caleb,
Yeah, if they didn't get out within the first like 5 to 10 seconds of me getting out, I would have just ran to my truck and left.
all right,
trailing a thin stream of urine.
Not that.
With a little bit of poopy.
Good answer.
Just a little bit of poopy.
so Caleb takes his truck and drives off down the fog-covered night path.
Yep.
I only realized he's in the same
Better
truck
than
with the
staying
fucking
here.
with
That's
the with Coco.
He's not in the car with Coco. Coco and the dirty animal were definitely stashed in your two trucks. Anyway, epilogue.
Okay.
Okay.
Epilogue.
If I got to safety, I would have gotten my wound treated.
Caleb.
But yeah.
Too late. Play the death.
Died of
You're-
tetanus.
Oh
Caleb.
Yes.
You drive off into the night. As you travel down the country roads, you see many houses on fire. You pass
God.
several abandoned police cars with their sirens still going and no sign of police. On several of the main roads, there are conspicuous streaks of blood and entrails that don't make any sense or have any rhyme or reason. You start to notice a pattern. It seems like all of the devastation moved from some unknown point of origin towards the house of the Lamaflas. I can't even say it anymore. I'm so tired.
Lamalfas.
Lamalfas. They have a weird name.
Neighbor
They
lady.
seem to be the epicenter of the damage.
You though doing a growing, man.
I knew we should have investigated that shit. Damn it. Oh well.
As you travel down into the night, a slow comfort washes over you as the carnage slowly starts to dissipate. And in the distance, you can even see the border of the fog approaching. You exhale. And you finally think about treating
Sorry,
that steak
shut.
knife in your thigh.
You pull it out, but it swerves you off the side of the road. You crash into a stubby pole and die.
I need you to make a roll to pull out the steak knife if you so choose.
Now leave it in there. It looks cooler.
I'm going to wait until I get
Chicks
out,
like a
to
knife
safety,
scar.
like out of the fog and shit.
You briefly contemplate pulling the knife, but you think, no, I'm not out of the woods yet. And just as you think that, you look into your rearview mirror, because you're a safe driver,
Mm-hmm.
and you see
God fucking damn it.
the horse's head from the carcass. Fade to black.